seem to be just a chill guy, and you're not even dead. This is private property. Go home.
No, this is a divine will kind of thing. My homeboy over here, he's been blessed by God. You can't bother us.
I bet. You can go then.
As Dante looks at all the people suffering, he can't help but sigh, because he's like really compassionate and stuff, apparently, and he feels a lot of pity. And so he asks Virgil, my guy, my wise teacher dude, why are all of these people suffering like this? I feel bad for them, because I'm really compassionate, and I'm just such a good guy, for real, for real. And Virgil is all like, basically, all these people are here because of lust-related sins, because this is the circle of lust. And so, they're all in theme. The people who are here, and then he does a bunch of allusions to historical figures, such as Queen Dido, who's a historical figure who killed herself for love, thus why she's in this circle. Francesca, who ended up having an affair with her sibling's lover, and then getting killed by said sibling. And then there was also Paris of Troy, who started the Trojan War by killing Helen of Troy, along with Achilles, who went unarmed into Apollo's temple for love, according to the legend, and then got killed by Paris of Troy. All of those people in the circle of lust because they died of lust or love-related sins. And they were all historical figures, BTW, mostly from Greek mythology. Going back a bit, King Minos is also an allusion to the king of Crete, who was called to be so wise and fair that when he died, he became a judge of the underworld. Now, after Dante hears Virgil's response, which basically just lists out a ton of people suffering here, he couldn't help but say, "All for real, so there's still a theme then for this circle. Also, that sucks low-key. Feel bad for those people, for real, for real. Yo, low-key, if no one stops you, can some of y'all people have a quick chat real quick?" And then some people appear, and they have a quick chat with Dante, and they're like, "Yo, thanks for pitying us. Really appreciate that." And then Dante is, like, so sad that he falls over and is like, "Dang, that's tragic. Be blessed. Anyway, I need to go to the next circle now."
We are still suffering. Oh.
It is raining hard, and it is very cold. Dante shields himself, and he says, "It is hailing, and the water is muddy and mixed with snow. The air is thick and moist." In the air, an unusual smell grows. The watchdog of the Inferno, a monster feared, howls from his 3 throats. His name is Cerberus. Cerberus's facial hair is dark and oily. His eyes are red, his belly huge. Claws grow from his fingers. The shade he peels off, hooks, and tears into 2 pieces in cruelty. The rain pounds the sinners who yelp, shout, and shield like dogs. Dante throws a load of dirt at Cerberus's mouth. Bodies were scattered on the ground, moaning in agony. They starved, and the rain burned them. A sinner asked Dante, "Why don't you react to seeing so much pain and suffering?" "The city is that way." The sinner is named Siaco, which means pig or hog in Italian. This is an allusion to the sin he has committed, since pigs are often associated with gluttony.
I'm not alone in this torment, for all the others are facing this punishment with me.
I wish all my enemies went to hell.
Remember me.
Sinner, you will not walk until you hear the angel's trumpet.
Dante gives a speech about how the sinners are cursed by fate.
Shut up!
And he faces his greatest enemy, Plutus.
Virgil and Dante approach the 4th circle, where a demon called Plutus guards the entrance. Plutus is the name of the Greek god of wealth and power. This symbolizes the corruption that takes place within the fourth circle. He is shouting unintelligible chants at the devil.
Love your feet, King Julian.
Satan.
Dante and Virgil discover the sinners of the fourth circle pushing large stones in a circle. On one side of the circle are the hoarders, on the other side the irresponsible spenders. When they meet in the midpoint on either side of the circle, they yell at each other and turn around, going in the other direction. Within the circle of sinners, they see people who resemble clergy members.
Is that guy bald? Is he religious or something?
Yes.
Dante's inclusion of the clergy members in the circle is indicative of his view of them as corrupt and greedy. Honestly, kind of valid considering some were offering bribes as a way of sneaking people into heaven.
Dante and Virgil descend deeper into hell, where they approach a shore. They arrive at the beach, and beyond, in the waves, there's a large serpent called Charybdis. Charybdis is the monstrous offspring of Poseidon and Gaia. She was cursed by Zeus for her greed and transformed into a sea creature. They discover the river Styx. In Greek mythology, the river Styx separates the land of the living from the underworld. Moreover, people who fall into the river Styx have their souls disintegrated and they become lost in the river. This is an allusion to wrathful souls who are forever trapped into the river, with no one being able to recognize their deeds. At the bank of the river Styx, within the mud, Dante and Virgil see men wrestling each other.
I am Bane!
What's that sound?
Oh, those are just the emos gurgling in the filth.
I hate life.
Dante and Virgil see a boat emerge from the fog. The boat is manned by Phlegeus. Who? So, Phlegeus is this Greek guy whose daughter, Coronos, was one of Apollo's lovers. After Coronos raised up this other guy, how do you pronounce that? Iscus, Apollo got pretty upset, and, like any rational man from the 3rd century BCE, killed her. Phlegeus also got pretty mad because his daughter, got JFK'd. So Phlegeus burnt the temple of Apollonius in retaliation, which then caused Apollo to condemn him to severe punishment in the underworld. So Phlegeus has been relegated as the ferryman for the river Styx, eternally bitter over the unjust death of his daughter. But back to the story. Dante and Virgil board the boat and Phlegeus begins ferrying them across. Along the way, a random soul swimming up to the surface grabs onto their boat.
So if you're coming here with your sentence, who are you?
No, I'm just passing by. Who are you?
I'm somebody who cries with sadness.
Hey, I recognize you. You belong here with all your tears, you filthy soul. Wait, who is this guy? That's Filippo Argenti, one of Dante's political rivals that was actually involved in exiling him from his home city in Florence, Italy. Basically, these two guys really didn't like each other, and Dante feels a lot of pleasure witnessing Argenti being eviscerated. Filippo Argenti being present in this lair also reveals the kind of souls that reside here, the wrathful. Souls which have repressed their bitterness are doomed to drown at the bottom of the river, whereas the souls that leave their anger uninhibited are at the surface, constantly ripping each other apart. Oh, and sometime while they cross the moat, Dante and Virgil kiss for some reason. Don't ask me why. But anyways, after making it across the moat, Dante sees the towering iron walls of the city of Dis. At the top of the wall, Dante and Virgil see hundreds of fallen angels. After Virgil explains why he and Dante are there, the fallen angels say that only Virgil can pass and that Dante must be left behind. Virgil flies up to try and negotiate with the fallen angels, but they still refuse, and Virgil starts venting to Dante.
Oh my, the door to the city of Dis. Let me just open that up real quick, like a jar of PB&J. Oh my goodness, this is very bad. I cannot open this gate. This is very concerning. This is also a metaphor representing how humanity cannot overcome some of the greater sins, BTW.
Oh no, what's that thing in the distance?
3 infernal furies appear. and they start trying to summon Medusa and stuff to deal with Dante and Virgil. And they're like, Medusa, we need you. Come beat these people for us, please. Virgil then starts yapping once more. Dante, be careful. Gorgons can stop you from ever ascending, blah, 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 blah. And this is actually a sort of idea that Dante puts in his work, that Gorgons, like in Greek mythology, can kind of turn you to stone, but Dante changes it from literally into a metaphor with how the disbelief that Gorgons have can turn you into stone and stop you from ascending by just turning your heart to stone, quote unquote, according to the footnotes. And I really couldn't say that any less pretentiously. I'm sorry. But then an angel appears, and all the fallen angels and monsters start running away because the angel is a Giga Chad or something, you know. That's just how it works.
You guys are arrogant. Angels like me can beat you up. Let me get the door for this guy.
Thanks, bro. You're a G.
What? Wow! Mr. Virgil, who are these people suffering at these tombs that they're in?
Yeah, so these are like the heretics, and stuff. They're not very tough. So like the kind of tomb that they're in, like the degree of heat that they have, it's depending on how severe the heresies they commit.
I mean, I don't think either of them are hot, nor do I think either of them are, as the kids say, the fire. Oh well, though, on the next circle.
I'm suffering here in this tomb.
Tap him on the shoulder.